Yo, what is up, Kings? Let's talk about the Castle Club. And I don't want to talk about the Castle Club as much as I want to do what I usually do, which is expound larger topics upon something that has happened in real time. So, as I always say, I really enjoy F&F. Their information has helped me in my life, as I'm sure they've helped countless other young men as well. You know, is every single piece of their information 100% always, no matter what, spot on and effortlessly correct? Probably not. But I think they get the general idea correct. And ultimately, the biggest thing that they get correct that I think is very important is a desire to bring back masculinity and keep this reverence for masculinity, because that is very important. Now, I've discussed in other videos how I think that their prescriptions on things are not always correct, which means the application or what to do from the pointed out errors and missteps in society and behavior and things like that. But that's fine. So now that all of that's out of the way, let's talk about the Castle Club. So the thing is, guys, is that so the Castle Club is basically a paywall. They are creating their own platform and bringing their own people to their own platform so they can keep a better percentage of the cut of money that would be sent to their show by way of super chats, donations, and things like that. And that honestly is totally fine. I mean, there's really, you know, no issue with that. That makes sense to me, especially if the platform that you were using before is a platform like YouTube that on one hand benefits tremendously from the eyeballs that your content brings to the channel, but on the other, they punish you for the content that you create as well. So, and really, that is the success of YouTube. YouTube primarily makes most of their revenue off of people before they reach 1,000 subs. So they basically create and have, well, not, they don't create, but they have free content from it. And people like Fresh and Fit or Louder with Crowder, who still utilize their platform, but they are able to demonetize them, so YouTube does not have to pay them directly. And they also get to take a cut of their super chats and donations. Now, some channels try and get around this by using other payment processors and things like that, which in one way, shape, or form is what you have to do. And really, YouTube is very much a social media platform, while also being a payment processor in its own regard. And having its own like LLC for the payment process or whatever the fuck, their own trademark on the payment processor. And my guess is YouTube probably bought out a payment processor and they were able to utilize it and call it their own on their own platform. So now that that's out of the way, in a lot of respects, it's smart. The problem that Fresh and Fit and content creators like them who are in the manosphere have is they, at a certain level, become a victim of their own success. Because the very nature of a channel like Fresh and Fit is this kind of self-help mentorship guidance program. And it's much like the government with social programs. If you don't do it honestly, there is a tremendous prospect or possibility of siphoning cash flow and stealing money from individuals. And what I mean by that is, if you want to, when you engage in this sort of content, you can kind of create this circular system where people come across their channel because they're struggling. They watch the content in an effort to improve. And then, if they desire to do so, they can continuously invent more problems in which men need assistance, or whatever the customer is needs assistance, and can kind of continuously sell the answer in more and more drawn out attempts. This has been done before. I mean, this is not like a brand new scheme or anything like that. And by the way, I'm not saying that Fresh and Fit do this, for sure. But it is the fact that they are going behind a paywall. It is more and more, unfortunately, whether they are consciously or unconsciously doing this, they are becoming a victim of their own success, because their channel has had the success that they have, okay? They have hired on all of these staff. They've created this amazing, broadcasting, mainstream TV level set. But they're also experiencing tremendous pushback by the very nature of the content that they have. So they struggle to get public sponsors unless they want to be able to water down the message. And the very sad fact is that by way of them being on YouTube, the public will never, at least not for the next 10 or 15 years, will struggle to view them in any other light besides how they view them being on YouTube. What I mean is, when you see somebody on ABC, the average person there's a certain esteem and a certain, maybe not reverence, but what would be the word? Not esteem, but yeah, esteem or prestige, okay? Now, that's not true for me. I don't give a fuck about ABC, but it is true for a large portion of the population. Whereas when people see clips on YouTube, their number one assumption is not cable network quality sets or studio quality sets, these high-priced, high production experiences. That is not their number one thought process, okay? Their number one thought process is, they're probably somebody that's in their own home making a video. That is the nature of YouTube, is doing it from the comfort of your own home. So in a lot of ways, they're a victim of their own success. I really do wish them the best. I think the balance now is going to be not coming across as individuals that are trying to continuously create problems and situations in order to continuously siphon money. That really is the balancing act with something like Fresh and Fit. And at the end of the day, the other issue that they run into is their topic is pretty nuanced, or not nuanced, minute. It's very specific. The content that they have is very niche, okay? And so there's only so much that can be expounded upon the niche that is the manosphere or manosphere type content. And I'm sure you've gotten this way. This is why my channel is not solely red pill type stuff, where it's like after a while you do kind of get bored of the same old red pill manosphere. This bitch is a dumb bitch, and she be doing dumb bitch things and female behavior. You know, it does kind of get tiresome. It doesn't mean that it's not true. It doesn't take away from the truth of it, but it does get kind of a little bit worn out after a while. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash that subscribe button, like, comment, share. You guys know the drill. Last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow and facts or feelings, because your feelings just don't matter. Love you, King. See you guys next time. Christ is King. Peace.